Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my holy grail 3 to 6 month baby products. Baby products that we used when my son was 3 to 6 months old that I loved, couldn't live without, couldn't recommend more. I'm gonna make one of these for like 0 to 3 months and 6 to 9 months, so there'll definitely be products that repeat a little bit, but these products were the ones that came into play when Hugo turned 3 months that I used until he was around 6 months old that, again, I loved. I cannot recommend more. The first product is the DockATot. Man, oh man, I wish I would have had the DockATot sooner. I got it when he was around probably 4 months old, 3.5, 4 months old. We're still using it now. He's 8 months old. And even now that he's like super mobile, he's rolling, he's almost crawling, he's like this close to crawling, he's army crawling, I still find the DockATot so helpful. I love using it as a makeshift baby changing table, especially in the car. That's where I find it to be the most helpful. We also used it on vacation when he was about 5 months old. We put it on top of a dresser. Obviously, like, you can't put baby on it and then walk away, but we would put him in the DockATot to change him, and it was so great because the high ends on either side of the DockATot really helped keep him from rolling over. And I find that now too, like, we just got back from a road trip and we used the DockATot as like a makeshift changing table in the car in the back seat, and even with how big he is now and how strong he is now, he still can't really like flip himself over in it. And I wish we would have had it when he was a newborn and like really little, because I think it would have been so great and like the exact thing that he needed to feel nice and secure, nice and snug when he was like laying down or just hanging out. Next holy grail, and I mean, listen, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know how much of a godsend this was. Baby Merlin Magic Sleepsuit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Hugo had a really bad startle reflex from like the day he was born, and we would swaddle him, but he started breaking out of his swaddle really early. So just before 3 months, I want to say, he started breaking out of his swaddle, and they say that when your baby is strong enough to break out of their swaddle, it's time to transition them out of the swaddle because it's not safe anymore. And we were terrified, thinking like, oh my gosh, he still has such a bad startle reflex, he's waking himself up all night, what do we do? And my best friend Aaliyah, who has 2 kids, recommended we try the Merlin's Magic Sleep Suit, and it was fantastic. It was so great. I made a whole video just on the sleep suits. We used the small size, the 12 to 18 pound one, when he was 3.5, 4 months old, and then I ended up buying the larger size and used that for a little while until he started rolling over. They say when your baby can roll over, they can't be in the sleep suit anymore, but for a chunk of time there, it was such a great piece and really helped. It didn't help him sleep for like a longer amount of time, to be honest, but it helped constrain him enough that his startle reflex didn't wake him up constantly, right? Like, if he wasn't nothing, he'd be waking up every like 30 minutes, every 30 to 45 minutes. But in the sleep suit, he was able to sleep through some of those startles and get like a good like 2 to 4 hours of sleep. There was even one night where he slept for like 6 hours, which at the time was totally revolutionary. The next holy grail baby product that I loved and started using in this like 3 to 6 month period time were the Comotomo bottles. We're still using them. I love them. I love them. I love them. We're also using the Dr. Browns, but the reason that I say the Comotomo are my holy grail is because they're so easy to clean. They're so much easier to clean. And Hugo had pretty bad gas as a baby. Didn't find that the Dr. Browns worked better or worse than the Comotomo. Like, they both worked pretty well in helping alleviate some of that gas and help preventing some of the gas from feeding. And the reason I love the Comotomo so much is because they are so incredibly easy to clean, and that they have the venting system that the Dr. Brown bottles have, but without all the extra pieces and accessories. And so if you're debating, if you're not sure, I would say go with the Comotomo bottles. They're a bit more expensive than the Dr. Brown's bottles, but the amount of time that they'll save you and like hassle, frustration, cleaning wise, and there's just so many pieces with the Dr. Brown's bottles that the Comotomo, just such a more simple option, a simpler option, I would highly recommend. I can't talk about the 3 to 6 month period of time without talking about Grape Water. If you've been watching my videos, you will know how essential, holy grail Grape Water was to us during that time. Like I mentioned, my son had some gas. He didn't have severe gas issues. Gas issues were enough that it would keep him up, it would bother him, and we tried everything. When we found out about Grape Water, it was like, you know, the skies parted. It worked so well. So we were using the little Remedies day and night Grape Water, and we loved it. We loved it. We loved it. So incredibly helpful if you have a baby who is suffering from some gas from either bottle feeding or maybe breastfeeding and haven't tried Grape Water. Obviously consult with your doctor first, but give it a try. Oh my gosh, it helped us so incredibly much. And if you look back in my like order history, because I would order the Grape Water on Amazon, if you look back to my order history from like that 3 to 6 month period of time, I mean, honestly, I was using the Grape Water too when he was like, I think like 2 months, 2.5 months, but I was ordering it all the time. It really did help. Next holy grail product that I wanted to mention is the Boon Lawn. So the little lawn that we use as a drying rack. We love it. It is such a great little piece. Aesthetically, it looks really cute. It also just keeps everything contained. Like I said, we're using the Comotomo and the Dr. Brown's bottles, and the Dr. Brown's bottles have so many different pieces, and putting them on the lawn, the Boon Lawn, and we have like the little twig accessory, it just keeps everything nice and contained. I know where everything is. It works really well in drying out all the bottles. I really can't recommend it enough. Okay, the last thing I wanted to mention are the diaper creams we use, and we didn't use diaper cream for the first like 3-ish months of his life, but it was around the 3-month mark where we started to notice that he would get little rashes here and there, and these 2 creams would clear up the diaper rash in no time at all. It was like almost instantaneous. So incredible. The first one is the Aquaphor Healing Ointment for Baby Advanced Therapy Cream. Love this. This is very thick. If you've ever tried Aquaphor before, then you know the formula is very thick, and this is pretty much exactly the same. But I found that this was so great in creating like such a strong barrier between moisture and baby. Love this. And I also really love the 7th generation Coconut Care diaper cream. This stuff is fantastic. I tend to use the 7th generation Coconut Care cream more, or like on a more frequent basis, than the Aquaphor. I'll use the Aquaphor if for some reason it looks like he has like not a severe diaper rash, but like more of a diaper rash than normal for whatever reason. I mean, he's never really gotten to that point. Anytime I see a little bit of a rash, I use either one of these and it goes away instantaneously. But in case I didn't notice something or whatever, I'll use the Aquaphor if it looks a little worse. But both of these are so amazing, and like I said, they've cleared up any sort of rash or anything so quickly, and I like that, especially the 7th generation one has no mineral oil, petroleum, parabens, phthalates, or formaldehyde, which is fantastic. And yeah, love these, could not recommend them more. And so guys, those are all the 3 to 6 month holy grail products, and it's funny, now that my son is 8 months, this is a little bit nostalgic, even though I'm using most of these products now and they're still like fantastic. Some of them were not, like the Grape Water. He's sort of outgrown that. And yeah, I just can't believe it. It's making me feel like sad. It's making me feel like he's growing up so fast. All the products will be listed down below. And if you have any products that were like complete holy grails for your baby when they were in the 3 to 6 month period, definitely leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.